today's drink, we just have water, of course, so basic. You know, I'm pretty lazy. I don't make an effort to get drinks that much, and I barely even have notes for this episode, which today we're going to be talking about gratitude, how it has changed my life, how it can change yours. And I know everyone, hold on. I know everyone says like, oh, this can change your life. Oh, do this and then see the results. And another thing is a lot of the times people look at, oh, gratitude, like, I'm not gonna listen. This is boring. But hear me out, because this is a consistent ritual in my life, and I have learned and experienced the transformation as to what it does, and it does more than you think. So, I wasn't even gonna have notes for this episode because I just felt like going from flow. But then again, if I don't have notes, I might ramble a lot. This episode isn't gonna be too long. We'll keep it short and simple because there's not much to explain within it, but it's like something that I felt the need to make a whole episode out of because of the importance of it. So, energy flows where attention goes. That is the quote I want you to remember while we talk about gratitude and the impacts of it. I've had a gratitude journal for a few years now, about 3 or 4 years, and before that, I've had a inconsistent gratitude practice, but I still did it here and there, and as of this year, I've been the most consistent I've ever been. Almost did it every day this year, and what I do is I used to write 10 things that I was grateful for, but then I just wrote until I filled the page, and I used to make a list, but now I do this like, dear universe, and I write letters to the universe and say what I'm grateful for, what I love about my life, and what I appreciate, and kind of just talk to the universe about what I love about my life. And, you know, it's a trend nowadays, I think, to bond over the negative experiences and, oh, I hate my life's a joke, I dread this, I hate this, and like everyone's saying this dialogue of what they don't like about their life, and of course, like, that's normal. We all have some things like that we can complain about, but I do think it is very important to at least have something, a practice where you focus on what you do like. And at first, I remember doing my first gratitude practice, I struggled. I thought like, my breakfast, my this, my that, and it was like 2-word things, and at first that's perfect, you know, be grateful for the small things, but when you go into a gratitude practice, you do it every day, you start to really write paragraphs about what you're grateful for, and I am grateful to see that transformation of how far I've come within my gratitude practice. But enough about me. In episode 4, 9, and 11, so episode 4 I talked about beliefs, right? What you believe to be true is true. What you believe is possible for you becomes possible for you. Energy flows where attention goes. What you believe is your reality, because our life is a projection of our subconscious mind, and I talked about that in episode 9 as well, where I talked about attention, intention, and the law of attraction, so feel free to go watch those if you want. But this dedicated episode is to attracting more, manifesting more things to be grateful for in your life. And episode 11, I talked about overthinking the ego, you know, how your thoughts are not you, and to really disidentify with them. But in all 3 of those episodes, I talked about belief, and, you know, law of attraction is a lot about what you believe manifests into your reality. And I talked about the law of intention you're exercising your muscles, and it takes time to get results. It takes time to see what you like, to look in the mirror and see, oh, I have abs, oh, I'm looking more fit. Gratitude practice is an exercise of focus, exercise of attention. And we have a reticular activating system. So what that does is, naturally our brain is picking up millions of information per second. I don't know the exact number, but so much. And we only, our conscious mind only perceives about 40 to 50 bits of information per second, because we can't, we'd be so overstimulated if we actually processed all of this information, information of reality. And so we only do 40 to 50 bits. In our reticular activating system also, it helps us filter out any information that is not important. So your dominant thoughts, your dominant things that you think about. Let's say, for example, I hate my life. I don't like where I'm at in life. Life is overwhelming. Life, no one likes me. Those could be dominant thoughts that you have. And therefore, your reticular activating system deems those as important. Therefore, that is what you see in your reality. It is what is projected, because your mind is trying to help you by filtering out your dominant thoughts, the thoughts that it feels are important, your beliefs. Therefore, what you hold dear to you, you re-energize. And sometimes we hold dear our negative thoughts, our negative beliefs, what we always focus on. What do you focus on? A lot of the times people focus on, I'm dreading my job. I don't like what I do. I don't like the process. I just want to have this amount of money. I just want to have this person. I don't like being alone. I don't like this. Oh, I'm dreading this, A lot of the times we have this focus, right? So what we constantly project into reality and see is you not liking this, you not liking that. I'm not saying you necessarily. I'm just saying, the population of the people that don't really exercise their consciousness of what they can become. The people that don't exercise their potential, and, people that are not fully into, positivity, self-development, personal development, mindset, whatever. Anyway. So yeah, I'm not getting on you. But your reticular activating system picks up millions of bits of information. Okay? So, what you hold dear to you, you re-energize. Your dominant thoughts are what you see. But there's millions of other bits of information that could be happening. There's a whole other potential of what could be possible for you. But we like to focus on the same thoughts, the same negative things about our life. And what gratitude does is it starts to shift this focus into what you do love. And when you shift the focus, you shift the emotion. And emotion is energy in motion. And with the emotion creates your personality, which is your own personal reality. If you need to back up and listen to that again, that is a very important thing with a gratitude practice. So, by repetition of shifting your focus, by repetition of stating what you love, you create new programs of in your mind, new programs of, okay, I do like my reality. When you do a consistent gratitude practice, you then create a new belief, because by repetition creates the neurotransmitters to be connected. Then you have a whole new belief out of repetition. I don't know if I explained that right. This is what happens when I don't have notes. And I don't like teaching, so I don't want to come off as a teaching vibe. Hopefully the whispering is relaxing though. Anyway, so energy into noticing the things that you do love. And when you do this, it builds on top of it. And when you appreciate something, then it wants you more. Okay? For example, let's say you give your boyfriend or girlfriend, let's say you give them a Twix bar. Let's say you do a little gesture and, you thought about them, you stopped at the store, gave them a little surprise, and they showed so much gratitude towards that little act of kindness, and they appreciated it so much. Therefore, you see them so excited, you want to do it more. You're like, oh, this is so cute, I'm gonna start doing this more, I feel good about it. This is why sometimes people love giving, and I'm all about giving, not to see someone's expectation, but giving out of the pure act of giving. But we love seeing people's reaction. Did I say expectation? I don't know what I said, but we love seeing people's reaction because we love seeing people happy. So givers love to give because they love the joy that it can bring in someone. So a gratitude practice is like this for the universe. When you show gratitude and love, it wants to give you it more. When you show appreciation for what you already have, it wants to give you it more things to be grateful for. And when you show gratitude, when you write down things that you are gratitude, you start shifting your focus on the day-to-day basis to things to be grateful for. Coming from personal experience, it has really transformed the way that I see the world. I notice the good a lot more than I notice the bad. And if I react in a negative manner towards something, if I do notice the bad, it's so easy for me to shift into a lighter perspective, into a new perspective, into a serving one that serves me rather than brings me down. And like I said, it's like exercise. This gratitude is an exercise of practice. And it's not even just about, doing it to get more to be grateful for, doing it to attract more. It's not about always focusing on gratitude so that we can raise our vibration to attract more. Yes, it works in all of those senses. It does. And, at first it might be hard. It might be hard to think, what the hell am I grateful for? But when you find these tiny things, it does not matter what you are grateful for. It can be anything. I'm grateful for this. And I'm grateful for water. It can be as simple as that, because I know some people have hard access to water. So it doesn't matter the thing that you are grateful for. You can start off small, okay? And it's not necessarily about, attracting or raising your vibration. One of the biggest ways gratitude has helped me is making me more present. It made me slow down my life, because all of the time I notice myself too, getting caught up in oh, I want this result. Oh, I want this. I want something to be this way, setting expectations of how things should be. So future-based and or past-based. I'm constantly getting pulled out of this present moment. And gratitude is presence. Gratitude is a gift. Presence is a present. It's a gift. And it slows down your life, because too many times I hear life goes by too fast. And yes, that comes out of my mouth. Because especially when I notice myself, kind of unconscious and just getting through the day, getting through every day, I look back and I'm thinking, what the hell happened? Where's life gone? Gratitude is also a grounding practice, bringing you back to this present moment, and it slows down life so you can enjoy it presently, so you can look back and remember what has happened. Because we kind of take things for granted, a lot of things, and by doing that we look back and we don't even have a memory of what the day was. But gratitude helps you romanticize your life. I appreciate my room much more than I used to, because I have stated probably God knows how many times this, and this is great. So gratitude not only helps you appreciate things so much more, like I'm telling you, at first it may seem like, why am I even doing this? This is stupid. But on a consistent basis, you will notice your mood will change. You will be much more happier because your mind naturally has a way of finding things to be grateful for. And before it didn't have that shift of focus, it didn't have that practice. And not only does it do that, it helps you become present. Not only that, it helps you raise your vibration and attract more into your life, more things to be grateful for, because energy flows where attention goes. Where you are focusing is where your energy is going to be. It's going to be on the good, on the positive, therefore attracting more of that like vibration. Like attracts like. So when you focus on these things, you focus on the life that you actually desire. And there's a lot of scripting, like I am grateful for, and then you write your goals as if they were happening now. But I'm more of a person to write what I have now and appreciate where I am on my journey, what I have in life already. Because also the other thing is social media. I noticed myself the other day. Okay, this is a side story, but yesterday, or 2 nights ago, I was on YouTube. I was watching these lifestyle vloggers, and there's this one, and she's like 20 years old. I'm 22, by the way. She's 20 years old, and she just got an apartment. She has 800,000 subscribers. Her videos are so good and aesthetic, and her name is Fernanda Ramirez or whatever. But yeah, I don't care to say that, but her video, like, her apartment is so aesthetic, her apartment is so nice, and I was thinking, like, I'm not aesthetic. Like, here I am, like, trying to decorate my room so nice, and I started feeling sorry for myself, like, as if I was behind in life, as if this and that. And then I noticed in that moment, I was like, wait a second, I don't actually feel this way. Like, and I'm not telling you to repress your emotions, okay? And I'm not saying I wrote down toxic positivity. I know what toxic positivity is, and I'm not about that. You know, your feelings are valid, and it's also good to release negative emotions. We don't always have to snap back into, like, thinking positive. But, in this occasion, in this circumstance, in this moment, I was thinking, like, I was starting to compare, but then I realized, like, wait, what am I doing? Because the other day before that, I was, like, crying out of gratitude for my life and for everything in my life. Like, I'm truly telling you, like, I know I'm, like, maybe this is coming off as teaching, I don't know, but I really recommend gratitude, okay? I just want to say that. And I'm telling you, it will change your life. It will. And I'm telling you this from experience. But anyway, so I was over there. That's why I'm looking over there. But I was thinking, like, wait a second. This is an illusion. Like, why am I comparing? Her journey is so much different to mine. And yeah, it looks great. It looks aesthetic. But doesn't mean mine's not. It doesn't mean my journey's invalidated. It doesn't mean my room is not good enough. It doesn't mean my life and what I have is not good enough. And I, like, really transformed this energy into, like, I love my life. And I do believe that if I did not have a gratitude practice, like I used to not have one, and in my past, I believe that I'd be crying and jealous and beating myself up and really sucked into the emotion of, like, I am not good enough. I know I would have done that in my past, and I know it. And of course, sometimes I get in my head, sometimes I cry, sometimes I get sensitive. But it's like, you know, the energy's different. It's a bittersweet energy when I'm in it, and I can, like, transform out of it so much easier. And I really do have an appreciation for my life every day. I almost swore, but I don't do you have a gratitude practice? Do you practice gratitude? Because I think that is something that reprograms the mind so easily. It transforms joy. It transforms regular circumstances into fantastic ones. Reprograms the mind on a scientific level. It does by repetition, and I would say give it give it a couple days, maybe give it a week, maybe for it to really fully reprogram and a lot of results, maybe give it like 2 weeks. And I'm telling you, like, from personal experience, I'm just repeating myself, but from personal experience, it has transformed a lot in my life. And I notice, I need to set this down carefully so it doesn't like make a loud bang, but from personal experience, like, I see the good a lot. And it's like, it's not even because I'm a positive person or, not even because that's naturally how I am. It's because, and I know it, I focus on the good a lot. It's okay to have negative emotions. In my last episode 11, overthinking, it's okay to, have these negative thoughts. It's okay to not like where you are in life. It is okay to cry, to compare, to really hate your life. It is okay. Like, you are valid. You are not alone. And you are allowed to express and release and feel. But I do really encourage you to sit there, open up a journal, make it your gratitude journal, and write what you are grateful for. It doesn't matter how many things. Start off with 5. Start off with 10. Actually starting off, I'm pretty sure it was hard for me to write 10. That's crazy. But do it every day. It takes about 5 minutes, okay? It does not take long at all. We're doing so much. 5 minutes, we can at least be taking a second to show gratitude for where we are in life. And even if you're not grateful, this will help transform that energy. I'm sure all of us can find 5 things, maybe 10, that we're grateful for. And I encourage you a lot to do that. I know, a whole podcast episode, short podcast episode, not that much. I mean, I think it has a lot of value. I hope that you are inspired to start doing this, because the results, like, see for yourself and then come back to me and we'll talk about it. We'll bond over it. Alright, well, that's actually it. That's the shortest podcast episode I have ever created. I hope you enjoy. I need to get more people on this podcast. I really want to. Like, honestly, my vision for it was having someone every time, but that just can't. Right now, that's not realistic, but I mean, it could be if I tried. But I also like talking. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I love you so much. Don't forget, buy a journal, create a gratitude journal, 5 minutes every day. Write whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It could be, I'm grateful for my blanket, my bed, the comfort, the love, the safety. And I am grateful for you. And I hope you stick along on this journey with me. I post often, 4 times a week. If you're new, 4 times a week. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. New episodes every Saturday. And if you're not new, I love you so much. Thank you for supporting this journey. Thank you for being here with me. This wouldn't be what it is without you. And I appreciate you so much.